To begin with, the series description says it's time to save Titan SPEAKERMAN, which is the same as the previous installment, and no wonder because both of these installments are the same series with the same plot direction. The series begins with a flashback to the last installment, where Plungerman tried to free Titan SPEAKERMAN, but he was hurt and possibly temporarily dead. We see the Titan cameraman take off, and then out of the thick smoke comes the G-Toilet. Like I said last time, he's not going to die that easily. Titan cameraman opens his core to attack G-Toilet with fire, but he in turn fires all the lasers of the core. Surprisingly, this time the core did not suffer, and the Titan himself, as if nothing felt, released the same blue flame directly into the face of the enemy. That also did not bring results, and then the entrance went Jet Hammer powerful blow seals his head in the toilet. Hammer apparently breaks, and then Titan apparently notices the body in the Plunger Man, goes into a rage, and rushes at the infected Titan SPEAKERMAN. He throws him to the ground, and while he comes to his senses, attacks Skibidi from the 47th episode of the same where trapped Titan TV Man. Many thought that this was a Skibidi welder, but still it is not, so yes, he is wearing a similar mask as a welder, but his hands end with katanas, which by the way were added to Half-Life 2 with the help of a mod. He does damage to the Titan. The cameraman can see the sparks, but if it did not hit the core, then the damage is less than it could have been. Titan comes to his senses, removes the mask from Skibidi, and with two hands makes a stunning blow to his ears, clutching his head. You can see a strange sound wave during the blow. After that, he breaks his hands. Skibidi dies, and the blades remain in the body of the Titan. Perhaps they have broken the defense of the core, but this is just a theory. Also, perhaps the Titan will go back to repair an armament because he lost all his weapons except for two cannons on his back, and then comes the same parasite that was supposed to take over the Titan cameraman according to Skibidi' plan. He lands on the Titan's back, but he catches him, squeezes him, and kills him. The attempt to distract him and give the parasite more time failed if everything had been successful. It's hard to imagine what would have happened because Titan Cameraman is one of the strongest characters in the series. Titan turns around and gets shot by Titan SPEAKERMAN, who has already come to his senses, and then something unexpected but expected happens. TV Woman teleports onto Titan SPEAKERMAN. We see that she's armed with hidden knives, just like TV Man's hidden blades from the other episode. They also come out on the she jumps into the parasite, and he hears the alarm again. Titan SPEAKERMAN feels the parasite's pain. He is a bit distraught and wants to save him, but his hands are intercepted by Titan Cameraman. He buys time for TV Woman to do something to the parasite. Maybe she was stabbing him with a knife at the time, or hypnotizing. Titan SPEAKERMAN screams and calls for help on what is distracted by G-Toilet. He is still alive. His face is badly hurt and a bit disfigured. He lost his goggles and headphones, two guns, and part of his armor. You can see the cannon and a piece of armor. The sign of Chiat found information that it is a large company manufacturer of air conditioning equipment for ventilation and the like. It seems to be a hint that you need to watch out for air conditioning ventilation in this series, and it seems to be a hint to Defukboom, who is hiding behind one of these devices on the roof and watching. At least this shadow is very similar to him, although he is far away and it is difficult to draw conclusions. TV Woman, Cameraman, and Cameraman start shooting G-Man, distracting him so that he doesn't interfere with saving Titan SPEAKERMAN. Although he can't be harmed by such a weak weapon, he gets angry but then realizes in horror that he is lost and runs away because he can't resist two Titans at once. At this time, the Titan SPEAKERMAN is stunned and falls to his knees, apparently paralyzed by the parasite TV Woman, who eventually jumps off and flies away. We used to think that only her TV could fly, but apparently the jet turbines on her TV make her fly too. She flies up to the defeated Plunger Man and teleports from the TV, probably to an agent base where they'll be trying to fix it. And then we notice a dying cameraman who is lying without the lower half of his body and stretching out his hand towards the disappearing TV Woman. Yes, it is the cameraman who is in love with her. He is losing hope and as if slowly dying, wondering whether he will be rescued or not. Because he is not noticed, there is an opinion that he will survive and become a traitor. Who knows? There seems to be no room for a love comedy, but there is room for a love tragedy, and maybe this is its finale if he dies. The Titan cameraman captures the paralyzed parasite, lies there, unable to regain consciousness to escape. Titan crushes it and tramples the remains into the ground. At this time, Titan SPEAKERMAN in confusion realizes that he is finally free, but how much lunch he has caused both the agents of the whole and his species SPEAKERMAN. Perhaps they are even on the verge of extinction. Titan gets up, looks around as if reflecting, and flies away. There are several theories as to exactly where he flew. One is that he flew to avenge G-Man and wants to finish him off. 2 is that he flew to the agent's base to upgrade, and 3 is that he flew to the Speakerman to reunite with them and help them. With them to reunite and help. The 4th that he flew to look for the Titan TV man to help him and apologize for the blowback, although his fault there is not, but all guilty of striking, by the way, and it is true. This building near the battle is very reminiscent of the Burj Khalifa, a real ultra-high skyscraper that is located in Dubai. Perhaps the location is made in the likeness of this city. Titan Cameraman is still satisfied because the operation was finally completed successfully. We can see in the direction where Titan Speakerman flew repair agents, perhaps just confirms that he flew to save his comrades. Speakerman, I wonder if to help the amorous cameraman someone went or was directly forgotten on this series ends. Another interesting fact at the end of the series plays sad music. What is this music? It is from Half-Life 2, Triage at Dawn. If you see that I missed something, then feel free to write in the comments about it. I read absolutely all comments. Also, you can write your theories of thought. The series is really the coolest and most unrealistic epic. We've been waiting for the release of Speakerman, and finally he is free. Plungerman, our beloved, may be saved, but what will happen to a cameraman in love is still a mystery. I hope you liked my analysis. Give me a like and write your opinion and theories in the comments.